Hello and welcome back to David Wickham RC. Hey, we got the Revo 3 here. We converted it to brushless versus the old 15 Nitro Star motor that had some carburetor issues. We used a 1800 volt kV brushless motor, and we got a 100 amp ESC, and then it goes to what is called a V2 timing belt. You can get these things on Amazon. This was a 4mm shaft. I drilled it to a 5mm shaft to accommodate it for the motor. We made a little makeshift motor mount for it with a idler on there. And then for the final drive, get this cap off here. For the final drive, we use another one of the timing belt things you get from Amazon. On the main shaft for the transmission, it is 6mm. So we drilled it to 6mm on the back side where the set screws are. Right here, there, and there. There's two set screws in there. And then we used, and then in the front half where the belt goes through, we drilled that to 7mm because it actually goes from 6 to 8mm. I'm sorry. Yeah, it goes to 8mm. I'm sorry. It goes from 6 to 8mm, so we had to drill it to 8mm to clear the shaft on the inside. And then all we used the main bearings again in this configuration. There's actually a pin lock here with a bearing in it on the shaft. I mean, it all kind of, I didn't have to buy any extra parts other than the timing gear. And then you can get this belt too. This is a 200mm belt. We like to actually get a 100mm belt, so that way we can push the motor in closer. But yeah, this thing works really good. And then I'll show you here. Let me get this thing put back on here. This thing's always, on these HPIs, they're always a little fussy trying to get these caps back on here, because you gotta get them perfectly lined up. Let me see if I can put my phone down somewhere where we can continue the video. It won't fall on me, but yeah, but this cap is always fun to get back on there. But I wanted to show you the running of it. My younger brother kind of inspired me to do this. I usually mess with RC gas stuff, and yeah, it turned out really good. I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's pretty quick. To me, it's got too much power. The 1800 kV motor's got way too much power. The good thing is you don't even have to hook up the brake or anything, but I just put this on there for just looks. You don't have to put it back on there at all. Just have it for the mount part, actually. So I can run these screws down in there. I'll show you, this thing works pretty good. You can get the 10th scale or 12th scale adapters for the wheels. You can get because they have 12-meter hexes on them. You can get the wheel adapters off of Amazon for like $10, and it jumps it from 12mm hex all the way up to 17mm hex. And you can get these Hoons. Not sponsored by these guys, but these are really good tires. They're belted and they're speed rated for 100 miles an hour, and these are really good. I ran these on the gas car on one of my videos when we had both the cars, the GPT-2 and the GPT-1 car, and I ran these on the GPT-1 car, and it was a dog, but I can tell you what, these tires held up. And where you got I have these other tires that I got. They were only like 20 bucks. They look cool, but they don't handle worth a crap. They're pretty sorry, if you ask me. But because they're not belted and they got a little bit of foam in them and they have a little bit of give. If you ever want to get the give out of your rims, you can always just cut some other rims down, slice them, and then put the other rim part inside of this, glue it on the inside of this, and it'll actually make it more rigid on the back side. See how these kind of squish in? Well, if you had that extra piece of rim piece on the back side, it would help out a good bit. But if you put the hoons on here, I almost think that this chassis needs to be stretched maybe 6 inches to give it the right scale look. But you can put these on there, and it'll pick up your speed even more because you have more coverage area when it rolls than these little tires. So yeah, I got it back on there. Let me show you real quick. So we got a 3600 milliamp 14 cell battery pack. As you guys see, is rated from like 3 cell to 6 cell. So here we go. So I'm steering. I'm gonna have to put this sucker up. Pardon me real quick. I don't like doing that in my videos, but here we go. It's pretty good. This motor will actually balloon those tires. I have not ran it yet. I ran it the other night like the way it is, but I want to take the dog bones out of the front and take this off of here so it'll have less drag, and then that way I think it'll be a little faster. But yeah, that's the conversion for the Hpi Revo 3 to brushless. Still got to put this plate on here for a battery mount, and we're going to remount some stuff and we'll run it again. But if you like my video, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have all kinds of good content on YouTube. I have over 40 videos of gas car stuff, and there's a thing on there for a conversion to an aft plate for catch can setup for a GTI on there too. So check out my channel. This is Dave, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.